Alrighty, guys, welcome back to week 2 of season 3 in the community team flexes / community team review. We're gonna check to see what everyone has done now that the week or season 3, mess and lineup shuffles is all behind us, and we can see how people have stabilized their team and what they're building. So we're gonna start here with a team that has Nylander on the first line with Tim Stützle and Connor McDavid for 4 AP. I have something similar to this lineup combo, but I have Braden Point on that line because it's XP with the Leafs and the Oilers. It's a good lineup combo to give you a little bit of AP boost where you need it. Clayton Keller's 89 overall card has been phenomenal for me, and he gets 10 million here with Clayton Keller, Claude Giroux, and Macklin Celebrini. Salary's hard to come by, so you really need to get after it when you can. We got Zubov with Sanderson. Another good lineup combo for Sanderson is going to be the Drew Doughty. I wonder if he builds Drew Doughty and puts him in there. Then we got Ray Bourque with Brock Faber, and the team of the week, Beast Mode Ottinger line combo, giving you a little bit of love in your goaltending there. Taking the Nikolai Ehlers captain card for free and still using him, even though he's not a good captain card because you don't want to have that many Carolina cards. He's a good pick because he's got unbelievable speed and shooting, making him a great option, also giving you $10 million. All right, we got the Ray Bourque Faber line again. I wonder if that's going to be a line we see more of, because it does give you 1 overall boost, but that doesn't really help you out a lot. 1 overall isn't really a massive difference maker. It's not something I would chase 1 overall. I would rather get AP or salary on my team. But Ray Bourque and Faber back to back, and then we got Malkin with Sagan and Dale Howardchuk for 1 overall. We got that Colorado line giving you a little bit of everything. Really good lineup combo. A new one just came out, does the same thing. Gives you a little bit of everything in the week 2 release. And then we have the Stützle William Nylander line with Gretzky instead of McDavid. And the Christmas DeBrusk getting 7 million when paired with Keller and Jaromir Jagr. So there's a good pairing for the DeBrusk card. We got Nabokov in net, giving 7 million with Demko as your backup. I don't see a captain card here, so unfortunately not getting any big boosts off that captain. But maybe eventually the captain card will make their way to their team. All right, Captain Sanderson is going to be paired with Lane Hutson on this one. So Sanderson being your captain with $248 million and like 44 AP, 39 AP is going to be the AP on this team. We got Weber with Bouwmeester. They're an unbelievable combo. Maybe see, this is the problem with Team of the Year Lane Hutson, or just Team of the Years in general. Sanderson and Doughty are a way better pairing here. They help your team out a lot more with what they provide. And Lane Hutson doesn't really do anything for you other than he's a Team of the Year card that slowly gets upgraded. So that's kind of the downer about the Team of the Year cards. They're kind of stuck in your lineup, and you would rather have Drew Doughty with the Sanderson. But I mean, as long as you're having fun with Lane Hutson, it's all good. And then we got the $47 million Pinnacle line with the 2 Team of the Year players. The Colorado line giving you that love. And then we got Jonathan Toews. I think this is our first Toews sighting since that card's been released. So we get to see a Jonathan Toews being paired with Jeremy Roenick and Brandon Hagel for +1. And then down on the bottom, we've got a platinum. Is that diamond, actually? I don't know if purple's platinum or diamond. We got a platinum or a diamond purple Marchand here. And then we got Lindell's 98 on the 4th line. Is kind of wild to me. In my opinion, I would take your 4th line and switch it with your 2nd line, but that's just me. I think your 4th line would be better as a 2nd. We have somebody having fun here with a base team. You love to see it. We got a base team loaded up where you got Connor McDavid with Nathan McKinnon and Tim Stützle, Makar. I wonder how this is a fun base team right here. Get after it, brother. Have a good time. And my God. Could you imagine this team back in like September, October? It'd be nasty. We got Mitch Marner with William Nylander and Evgeny Malkin for $10 million in salary. And then we got Ivan Demidov with Yuri Curry. I have heard nothing but good things about the Yuri Curry card, which I can't really zoom in on. It's kind of tough to get it in. But I've heard nothing but good things about the Yuri Curry card. And pairing him with Byfield and Demidov is pretty sick. Utilizing a ton of XP cards here with the Edvidson, the Montebo, the Slavkovsky, the Raymond, and the William Nylander. This pairing up here, Denton and Weber, getting you 7 million and 3 AP. That's a nice pairing for your top pairing defenseman. And Shea Theodore being your captain, but not getting activated as I don't think you have enough Vegas Golden Knights. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs top line. You love to see it. William Nylander with Matt Sundin and Austin Matthews. So that's a great top line right there. Can't hate it. Best one in the game. And then we got Boehm Byram being paired with Brock Faber. Seth Jones being paired with Bouwmeester for that 1 overall boost. And there's that Jake Sanderson, Drew Doughty combo for 1 overall and 6 million. Really does help out your squad. Giving you a little bit of salary and whatnot. Even though this team doesn't need it, they're at 251 salary out of the 233 they're using, and 35 AP. Pekka Rinne and net with 1 overall boost paired with a Ranger alumni backup. And then you got the fantasy line for that near 50 million. And you got the pinnacle Jordan Stahl because he's a beast at the dot between McDavid and Draisaitl for another almost 50 million. And then another Jonathan Toews. Let's go. Getting the 92 fantastic card art. This card art I wish they would do more of, but let's go. Jonathan Toews making the squad. That's the second one we've seen now. Scratch that. Make it the third one as Jonathan Toews finds his way on the second line with a 1 overall boost with Sagan and Byfield. And then we got McDavid with Matthews and Nylander for that 4 AP, helping you get that 25 AP. All you're really doing here is you're missing a captain card. You have Ehlers, but you don't have 4 other Carolina Hurricanes. So eventually, maybe you work your way up to getting like Sanderson, or you wait and see what they drop mid-season. Maybe they give us a Canadian because you have a ton of Canadians, and a Canadian captain would fit in your team really well. But if you get yourself a American backup goalie or a starter American goalie, and then you get Sanderson, you get 25 AP. But this is a really good team, brother. I like this Kempe, Major, Fraser Minton, and base McKinnon line. We've got Ryan Leonard with Boone Jenner and McDavid for a +1 overall. We got the +2 overall Weber Bouwmeester line. The Sanderson Doughty line, this team has 219 million with 42 AP. And then we got Rene with Demko, the fantasy line on the bottom, the Colorado line, and yet again, another Toews card. The Toews are starting to stack up. How many are we going to see in this video? All right, we got the Brian Leach with wait a minute. We've got a close to Toronto Maple Leafs theme team. I'm assuming the bottom line is just for the salary relief, getting the bonuses for the salary, but the top 9 looks to be a Toronto related team. And then everything on defense is Toronto except for the Rasmus Anderson, which I think is just they wanted them to come to Toronto, but they ended up going to Vegas. So this is a Toronto Maple Leafs theme team here, we're going to say, except for the salary cap demon of the 3 fantasy cards, which you need to do. You need this fantasy line if you want to do anything with your team. It's just, you need the cap space. Unbelievable team. That's Diamond 3 or Platinum 3, I might add. All right, we got the Makar and Paul Coffey line combo for $34 million and 2 AP. And we got Chara with Byram. That lineup pairing almost doesn't seem fair. Like, that's wild. This top 4 would be so annoying to deal with. And then when you pair that up with the fact that he's got Bouwmeester and Weber, this entire decor would just be a pain to deal with. Absolute pain. And then we got Dennis Hiddleby in net. And you got the fantasy line, of course. Captain Raquel, so he can utilize his William Nylander and Eddie Grenberg, and then the 2 Swedish guys in net as well, giving you that 5 boost for 25 AP, giving you 45 AP on a $250 million salary cap team. Got the Colorado line and the XP Toronto Edmonton Oilers line, but the Raquel line with Stamkos and Tarasenko is a really good build. Well done. Whoa, okay, here we go. This here is a squad. We have ourselves a team here, gentlemen, where you have the Coffey and Makar line with the money and the AP. Then you got Chara and Sanderson getting you that overall boost. And you got Byram with Neil Pionk giving you $35 million. You've got one of the best goalie combos in the game with Team of the Week and Dallas. and Ottinger being your goalie. What a flex. An absolute flex in the Colorado line combo to use Nathan McKinnon on your fourth line. What a team we got here. Yuri Curry with Roenick and Sakic, and then we got McDavid with Mario Lemieux and Pasternak, and the fantasy line at the top. $282 million team with 44 AP. This team has to be one of the best teams you're going to see currently right now. It has to be. There's no way this team can be beat out by anybody on paper. Like, this team's gross. We got Stamkos with Malkin and Tarasenko for $9 million and 1 overall. You got the Lars Eller as your captain. Unfortunately, not getting him propped up because you just need 3 more Carolina Hurricanes. Only 9 AP on this team is tough, but that is the struggle of not having one of the 92 captains. 9 AP is kind of tough, and 209 million in salary is actually decent, as you definitely put a focus on salary here, and you got good players on your team. It's just you can't activate much because you only have 9 AP. No captain here, and we have 20 AP on a $203 million salary cap team. The Roman Josi and Shea Weber, this is an unbelievable D pairing that gives you 2 overall and 3 AP. This D pairing is probably the best use for Shea Weber. And then we got Jordan Stahl in the middle with Stamkos and Verhaeghe for 9 mil, using the Todd right here for Gardner and McDavid is absolutely nasty, and using the icon Sakic with Alex and the Florida Spark player for the massive lineup combo of 1 overall, 19 million and 4 AP. What a squad we've got right here. All right, and then we got 1 overall boost to Brian Leach when paired with Erik Karlsson. So that's a good pairing right there. Getting you a little boost to Brian Leach, who is slightly an underwhelming card. And then you got Makar with Bouwmeester and Chara with Paul Coffey. Again, just a top to bottom nasty decor. Ukko-Pekka Lehkonen, who's always a good Hut goalie. He's got the size. And here he gives you a good lineup combo for salary, giving you $247 million on your team and 16 AP. It just seems like you're missing a captain, is essentially what it seems like you're missing. But what do you do here, right? What do you do? Do you put Bouwmeester with Leach? You put Coffey with Makar? You put Sanderson with Chara to get that captain card? What do you do? It's kind of tough. And then you got just an absolute decked out offensive line with the 47 million, a bunch of lineup combos giving you overall boost with Ron Francis. That was a good lineup combo. I wonder how long this lineup combo will stay on your team as they release more and more. But this is a good team. Well done building this. You just need some AP because I feel like you got a lot of players that you don't have AP activated on. Jake Gensel. I love the Jake Gensel captain card. I'd love to be able to see you get a line combo on him. I've got some good lineup combos for Jake Gensel. Then we got the Team of the Year Pinnacle line combo, 47 million. 48 million in fantasy cards. Jeremy Swayman is the goalie on this squad. This team has 245 million, 39 AP. Hedman being paired with Parenko, so there's an old combo. And Zeev Boheim with Brock Faber's a good one. And CN Quinn Hughes finding himself on the team to get that American combo. That's nasty. The CN being used from early on season 2, finding a spot on a season 3 team. All right, we got the Quinn Hughes with Zergachev for $6 million. Nice. And then the Gensel with Draisaitl and McKinnon. We got the $9 million for Malkin and Stamkos with Verhaeghe. Obviously, the fantasy line, everybody goes after the fantasy line just because of the 48 million. It's absolutely needed if you can get it. Even right here, like you would think we would try to do something where we would get a pinnacle in there for salary, but as of right now, you don't need it. You have a $213 million salary squad with 208 used. You're fine right now. If some of these players score, you might see a switch where Tampa Bay Gensel goes up on your first line and Pinnacle Stamkos comes down on your second line for salary, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. All righty, we got a Brad Marchand on this team, $199 million in salary, 16 AP. Brooks Orpik with Cale Makar's team of the year for 2 AP. Then we got Paul Coffey, 1 overall boost when paired with Ekholm. So that's a fun combination right there. And then $10 million when you put Theodore with Cronwall. You don't see too many Cronwalls, so that's a nice usage there of the 88 team builder, the 88 Hut Hero Cronwall. And then John Gibson in net. I think we got a Detroit fan here. We got Paderka, Sakura with Fiala and Nikas, giving you that Colorado combo. But Brad Marchand's kind of gross. You gotta figure that out. The Ron Francis line strikes again. And then we got Dylan Larkin being paired with Lucas Raymond and Tim Stutzel. We got the fantasy line, kinda. We got the fantasy line with Connor McDavid giving 1 overall and 4 AP. This is not a bad lineup combo for somebody that doesn't have 3 fantasy cards. At least it gives you a little bit of boost. But trying to get a 3rd fantasy card, although easier said than done, you can pick some up. They're just stupid expensive, but they're worth the $50 million in salary bonuses. Timu Solani with Ryan O'Reilly and Mackey giving you $10 million. Right now you're sitting at $181 million and 175 of it is being used. So maybe you don't really need too much of that salary boost, but eventually you're going to need it. And the fantasy is the best way to do it. We've got all the ODR cards being crammed together here with the Fantilli, McDavid, and Ovechkin for 1 overall. So an old season getting a little love. And then we've got the JVR getting up to a 98 overall when paired with Fisher and Nylander. So that's a great lineup combo right there. Getting that fantasy JVR almost to a 99. And then Patrick Elias, Jordan Stahl with his unbelievable faceoffs, and Mark Scheifele's base card. And then 10 million. These bottom pairing is just trying to get you any bit of cap help, which you are up to 195 million. So making the best you can there. And Oliver Ekman-Larsson giving 6 million with Zubov is kind of gross. 2 fantasy cards, just 1 offense, 1 defense. But you'll keep piecing it together. Drew Doughty being paired with Jordan Spence for 6 million. Just every combination on this team is just giving a little bit of money to try to help you make your team a little bit better. Well done using the salary combos in this squad. We got Jay Bomeister with Seth Jones. That's a 1 overall, 2 AP. So that's a really good one to get. This team has $193 million in cap with 16 AP. So just missing out on a captain. Maybe you did the Sam Bennett. Maybe you can get Sam Bennett on your team somewhere. But like the captains for the team is really hard to activate. You almost have to get the 92 overall, which is even harder to get because it takes 9 hours to build. But Sebastian Casa in net with Joseph Wool. Day 1 free Joseph Wool finding his way on the team for $5 million in salary combos. You'll love to see that. The card given to you day 1, still in the squad. That's an awesome lineup combo right there, brother. Good build and good job keeping that 78 overall in your team. That's wild. I got rid of that months ago. But we got Patrick Elias with Tim Stutzel and Cole Caulfield and utilizing the free ranked platinum player and just getting after it. Great team here with the Colorado line giving you all the boost in the bottom end. Being hit on an angle right now with this squad. We've got Jimmy Howard in net. Okay, the first Jimmy Howard we're seeing. Brad Marchand with Lindell and Mackey. So that's a Florida pairing. Actually, we've got a absolute ton of Florida players on this team. I wonder if this player's a Florida Panthers fan, as we are just stacked with Florida cards. Like, unbelievable amount of Florida cards here. Close to a theme team with Tyler Seguin in the middle between Reinhart and Verhaeghe. Just an absolutely good squad here. Well done building this, and I wonder how the Jimmy Howard is. If you see this, let me know in the comment section if Jimmy Howard is crushing it for you. All right, we got a PWHL team here with $134 million spent, 16 AP. This PWHL team has most of the captains featured on it, and good lineup combos too, giving 2 overall, getting the 88 captains up to a 90, and getting the Hillary Knight with Ellie and Jill. I hope I said their names right. Giving you 5 AP, so giving you little bonuses there, and the famous Team of the Year Megan Keller from last year, giving you 4 AP with Sydney. So good PWHL team here. Absolutely fun theme team. And I hope you're doing well with it. Allmark is only on the team for salary. That is because this is a Vegas Golden Knight all-time theme team. So they just wanted to point out that Allmark is only there for salary. We have Theodore with Anderson for a +1. Hag with Weber for a +2. Beast Mode Jeremy Lazone with Petrangelo's rookie card. So a great theme team decor here. Unbelievable. $166 million with 20 AP. This decor is pretty nasty for a theme team decor. And then we got Thomas Hurdle with David Perron and Duryeviov, Riley Smith with Suzuki and Jack Eichel. And then we just, it dwindles down a little bit from there. I wonder if we're going to get the good Mark Stone, if we can ever get a salary boost on this team. Alrighty, we got the Boston theme. This is not a Boston theme team. This is a linked to Boston some way. Whether they were born in Boston, they played for a Boston team, or like Boston University. This is a Boston theme team in Ultimate One. So a great team. This is a great idea for a theme team too, by the way. I love seeing this kind of stuff. Just having fun the best way you can with a Boston team. Hillary Knight's team of the year getting on this with Eric Holla and David Pasternak. And then we got Ilya Tolvanen with Bergeron and Lettinen. This is a great team. Well done putting this together. But this is just too much Boston for me. Far too much Boston. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 team of the year cards and a starter card here with the 26 card with Anthony Stolarz. Doesn't give any line combos, but this team doesn't need a line combo everywhere, as it has 279 million and 37 AP with the fantasy line, the team of the year line. This is an absolute gross team. Probably giving the last team we seen not too long ago a run for its money. This is in and around one of the best teams we've seen today. I don't know which one's better. So which one's better? The last one we seen with all the team of the years and pinnacles and icons, or this one here? They're close. But I wonder which one you guys think is a little bit better. 279 million, 37 AP. Alrighty, we have Al McKennis with Sanderson. This team has 192 million with 39 AP. Malkin on the team from the new event, and that is pretty much all. Just Malkin. So season 3, all we really have is the ranked cards here: the Malkin, the Stützle, and the Sanderson. Everything else coming over from season 2. So you built a team and you're just slowly working on it, which is how it's intended. And we got the Nylander with the McDavid and the Stützle, which is an absolutely gross line. So good job putting that together. And the Coin Schofield, the Kendall Coin, is an unbelievably fast card. And we got it paired with Mackey and Bergeron for 10 million. So a good use of that lineup combo. And she is so fast. I think she's got like 95 speed. So that's a good build. Christmas Cam Fowler with Matt Roy getting the use of that free card to give you a +1. Okay, so no captain on this team, but you got to remember with 6 team of the year cards, all 6 of those cards have free abilities. So although you don't have abilities, you got your team up to 20 AP, but with all the free team of the years, it's really like 60 AP. Unbelievably crazy. All when you get all those free abilities going. But we got Malkin giving you that 47 million with the team of the years. You got the Colorado line on the bottom. We got Aho and Fantilli keeping on the team with Patrice Bergeron, and that McDavid, Nylander, Stützle line for 4 AP. And then Doughty and Bouwmeester here giving you just absolutely just stacked team. This is going to sound crazy because you just built Bouwmeester and you probably love him, but I would probably switch out Bouwmeester for the captain, Jake Sanderson, and giving you that captain boost. And Spencer Knight being a goalie. Henry Urquhart being paired with Keandre Miller. I used that Keandre Miller for the first, I guess, since up till about now in ranked. The Keandre Miller card is unbelievable. He's massive. He's fast. This card is exactly what you're looking for if you need a budget saver. Keandre Miller is the card you would chase down. Bouwmeester with Faber, and then we got Thomas Byfield with Milan Hajduk, giving you everything you need in that line combo and utilizing old cards to do it. And then Stützle with McDavid and Nylander. We're probably going to see a lot of that because AP is hard to come by. Stützle was free. Nylander was free. McDavid's easy to build and pretty cheap to buy. So you're going to see that lineup combo a lot because it's an easy one to put together. They're all very good cards, and it gives you 4 AP. So that's a nice build there. We got Jordan Stahl being paired with Beckett, Seneke, and Ehlers, but the third line being the one that gives you 7 million, and it's the biggest part of your Henry Urquhart line, getting you that 25 AP. We got a $179 million team with 49 AP, just making sure everybody has what you want them to have. $247 million, 41 AP on this squad. We got the fantasy line on the bottom, and we've got the team of the year line on the defense. That's where the majority of this money is coming from. Sanderson with Doughty giving you 1 overall and 6 million. And then your bottom pairing and your goaltenders are giving you overall boosts as well to help their performance. And then you got the Colorado line with the flex of McKinnon's team of the year being used in that lineup combo with with 1 overall, 9 million and 4 AP. So this is an absolutely nasty team, utilizing old cards and getting as much out of the big cards for that almost $80 million in salary. Actually, over $80 million in salary. We've got Pod Racing back again with another one, and he's pairing the Sanderson with the Drew Doughty. We got Faber with the Chara. We got the Keandre Miller with Sam Dickinson. This is an unbelievable line combo. $231 million in cap space, but he's only using 195 of it. 42 AP. He's got the good goalie combo with Joey Decord and Jake Ottinger, both American, by the way, helping you get that American combo with Jake Sanderson. And then he's got the Ron Francis line and the McDavid line are your top pairing, and the Colorado line giving you all the boosts. So absolutely a ton of salary. This team is ready to be upgraded. Just waiting on cards that he enjoys playing with. But you could definitely drop out this third pairing, lose that 12 million, not really be worried. But unbelievable team here, just waiting for that upgrade. We got the Ron Francis line, and then we got Mario Lemieux getting a +1 with 9 million when you pair him with the two Pinnacle, Stamkos and Tarasenko. And then Raymond and Stutzel being 2 free cards that you pair with the CN Larkin that you had from season 2. You get 1 overall boost there. The Colorado line, obviously, the Colorado line is one of the most impactful line combos right now. That's obtainable by pretty much anybody. So everybody kind of has it. And if you don't have it, you should have it, because you're seeing there 1 overall boost, 9 million and 4 AP. And there's no specific cards really to get it. You just got to get the Ignite LA and Colorado. It's really flexible, really easy, and you should have it on your team. And then we got Drew Doughty with Sanderson for the 1 overall and 6 million. Noah Hannafin with ASP for 10 million. And then again, the Cronwall showing up, as we're probably going to see more and more like players like Cronwall as the XP path gives them out for free. So we might see more of that. But a $200 million team using every penny and 42 AP. Well done putting this squad together. Absolutely gross team. We've got the Game Breaker Ekblad with Jay Bouwmeester is a disgusting line combo for 1 overall and 2 AP. Using the Ekblad, giving you Game Breaker objectives and still helping your team out. And then we got the $34 million for fantasy. We got the $10 million. This fourth line, oh my goodness. Team of the year McDavid, Icon Bergeron, and Zabinajad. Nasty fourth line. But Jonathan Toews making another appearance with a +1 overall when paired with Jake Berglund and Jack Berglund, and Tyler Seguin. And then Raquel is our captain. And we have a good stack of Swedish players here with Raquel as well, getting 2 overall and $9 million when paired with Stamkos and Vladimir Tarasenko. Is this a rookie Stamkos required for this set? Or is this Stamkos just the one you had and you're trying to build the Pinnacle Stamkos? I don't know if the rookie one is required or not. That would be something to look into. And that Toews is tradable, I'm seeing as well. So that's a massive pull for this guy. Big shout out there, Stiffy, for noticing that. We have another theme team here. Close, actually. Almost a theme team here. I think we had to drift on the bottom end from this theme team for salary purposes, but the majority of the time on this team is a theme team, right? The first line, second line, third line, offense and defense, full on theme team. The bottom is just slapped together like this to get yourself the 16 million in salary, which you absolutely needed, as you're 166 out of 163 million. So you needed that. And this is a heck of a theme team here. A fun Pittsburgh team, man, and I hope you have a blast using it. I wonder if you're going to build the Raquel captain card eventually. But again, you'd have to get a lot of Swedish players, which I don't know if that's available. All right, and the fantasy Czech players that got duplicated, right? When you got the one fantasy Czech card and then they had to release another one because he didn't end up playing. They ended up just giving you two. So the people that had that fantasy card in this situation definitely won because you get 292s to pair with Taylor Hall is a nasty first line. And then you got this is an absolutely free line here where you got Nylander, Stützle, and JT Compher for one overall boost. And then you got the Colorado line on your bottom pairing and the McDavid taking over the third line. So absolutely great squad here, utilizing the free cards very well in the middle. And then you got to love a fantasy Morgan Riley. Hopefully he can get some goals for you as you look to get a little bit of a boost on him. 220 million, 39 AP. Fantasy loaded, team of the year loaded here. We got McKinnon, Sakic, McDavid, Makar, Coffey, Chara, all the team of the years you're expecting to see. Nothing being boosted with the Sanderson here. Sanderson could go on your top pair with Faber, or you could look at getting Drew Doughty maybe. But you got him with the Seabrook. Maybe you're a fan of the Seabrook and you're just rocking it. If that's the case, keep doing you. But probably the biggest flex I've seen of the day, we've got 292 overall goalies. We got $26 million in cap space being spent on goalies. So that's probably the biggest flex I've seen so far. We got $257 million, 41 AP. This team's absolutely gross. But my God, that goaltending tandem, my God. We got Antropov in the middle with the Nylander and the McDavid. The Sakic line giving you all the boosts. And Olli Jokinen with Reinhart and Milan Hajduk. And then Eric Lindros still finding himself on the bottom with Macklin Celebrini. A balanced team, top to bottom. $185 million, 33 AP. And this is actually a fun decor right here where you get the Tony DeAngelo with Thomas Harley for a ton of line combos and the Aaron Ekblad with Bouwmeester for some lineup combos. Well done putting this team together, and 10 million on your goalies with Martin Brodeur. Okay, our top three is going to be Chara with Makar for the 34 million. Sanderson with Doughty. That's just the best comment. Like, not the best, but that's just a nasty top two pairing right there to deal with. And then you put John Carlson with Roman Josi. And you got the ODR third line for +1 and the fantasy line for your $50 million, giving this team $290 million and 35 AP. Absolutely disgusting squad. Seth Jones again being paired with the Jay Bouwmeester. That combo is probably going to be one we see a lot of, and especially out of people that build 2 XP cards where you get Tim Stützle on the squad and Seth Jones, for instance. But yeah, absolutely nasty pairing with Bouwmeester. And you get the Doughty with the Sanderson, you get the Bork with the Edvidson, you get the Ottinger and net. The back end is sound on this team. Definitely a sound, solid back end. And then Brett Hall making an appearance on the team for a +1 overall with Malkin and Stahl. So this is that's a good lineup, a fun lineup build, getting a use out of a season 2 icon that you're probably a fan of because he's got a nasty shot. And Sanderson giving you that 25 AP, getting you up to 42 AP. Morgan Frost is a good card to put with this line because he's got good skating. Minnesota Wild theme team here. We got Kaprizov with Fiala and Granlund, Marco Rossi with Matt Zuccarello. I wonder if they're going to get the new Matt Zuccarello card. That'll be curious. Are you going to chase after the new 87 overall Zuccarello, or do you need this in particular Zuccarello for your $7 million in salary cap, which you need because you're only 156 and 157, so you can't really spare all too much. Darcy Kemper in net, Quinn Hughes being paired with Burns. Just another fun theme team here. You love to see it. And then we got Malkin with McDavid and McKinnon, Pasternak with Sakic and Bergeron. So again, just an unbelievable top 6 to have to deal with, and not having the fantasy line because it doesn't really need it, right? You got $80 million in salary between your D and your top D and your top offense. Just absolutely filling your squad with good cards after that. Where you got the Stützle, the Larkin, and the Nylander. After seeing this, you probably would say go get a Edmonton card. I know you're using McDavid, but you can go get Gretzky, you can go get Nugent Hopkins, you can go get Trent Frederick, who has a good face-off card, and you can put him in here and get that 4 AP, getting you up to 46 AP if you need it. You might not need it, but that'd be a pretty cool way to go for that third line. And then 99 Lindell paired with Ehlers and JVR on the 4th line, getting like 2 minutes ice time a night. But hey, that's a flex and a half right there. Team of the Year, McKinnon. Team of the Year, Sakic being paired with Malkin for that 47 million. And then we got Reinhart with Stamkos and Kucherov, getting a good game breaker Kucherov card in there, getting you 9 million. So that's a good build right there, creative build. And then we got Mitchkov with Celebrini and Dylan Guenther. This is just a young gun line right here, where you get the stars of tomorrow, if you want to call them that, leading the way with Macklin Celery. And then Marner with Crosby and Stützle on the fourth line. Just a top to bottom depth squad that you don't really have to worry about endurance because you can put your fourth line out there with confidence. And then we got Drew Doughty with Sanderson, Weber with Werenski, Chara with Faber. So again, just a gross D, and Anthony Stolarz in net. He was good when I used him. The Stolarz was a W of a goalie, as you can see. And I would go back to him. I just can't give up the team of the week salary combo that I got going on right now. 239 million with 35 AP. Absolutely great squad here, buddy. All right, Todd and Sagan and McDavid taking the second line. That's a lineup combo we haven't really seen too much of. We got a massive XP first line. Free cards out the wazoo right there. Great use of the free cards. Putting Nylander, Stützle, and Raymond all together for a 1 overall boost. That's just a great first line, absolutely free. Just play the game and you got a nasty first line like that. You can't hate that. And then you take the free Ellers, you put them with the Jonathan Toews and Jasper Bratt for 10 million. So well done there as well. A lot of free cards on this team, showing you how good a team can be just off of playing it, right? You got the Nylander line, you got the Todd, you got the Connor Garland, the Nikolai Ehlers, and the Nighty, and the Demko. Half of this team is completely free. So that's a well done job building this squad. 186 million, 10 AP. You just need to get that AP up. This one's kind of hard to see. It's got a pretty bad glare. But we got the milestone Sidney Crosby with McDavid and Ehlers. And then you got the Fiala, Larkin, Stützle line. Again, an Oiler card in there would give you 4 AP. And you currently only have 10 AP. So getting an Oiler on that line might be the better way to go. Even if it's just switching McDavid and Larkin. You switch McDavid, Larkin. I know you're giving up on 2 lines with +1 overall. +1 overall isn't as good or isn't as valuable as that 4 AP you're going to get. So I would probably do that. And then you got the Jonathan Toews. Well done on that with Matt Duchene and Owen Tippett. And then the Colorado, not the Colorado line. $10 million with Jared McCann and Sam Reinhart. Well done on this team here, buddy. Star of the month and Leaf pairing for 5 million. Just activating salary boosts everywhere you can, getting you up to 195 million and 10 AP. Again, the Sanderson Doughty line. This is probably going to be the combo you see an absolute ton of. One, because Sanderson and Doughty gives you the 6 million and 1 overall, but Doughty pairs so well with Sanderson, and Sanderson's needed because he helps you out with that 25 AP. So this is probably one of the best lineup combos to date that you can chase after because of the AP salary and overall. This team has 39 AP, $198 million, and Makar is on the third line with Fedorov, and then we got Faber with Dion Phaneuf. Cam Fowler is the goalie for 6 million with Busey, and just an absolute balanced offensive core that doesn't have too many boosts, but you got the Colorado one on your fourth line, which is the one that matters the most. This is a well-built, balanced team right here. I like this team. I need salary. I can buy 2 MSPs, but not sure which ones to buy. Oh, that's tough without seeing your collection. If you planned on making Sanderson, he's a good one to get with Doughty. And then there's a line combo with Tarasenko and Stamkos. But again, without seeing your collection, it would be hard to tell you which lineup combo to chase. There is a good $18 million lineup salary combo. If you check the video out, I just released yesterday. There's a low-end Florida card with a couple of the Pinnacle cards that can give you 18 million. So that might be the one you're looking at. That'd be where I go. But you got a great team here with Mike Gardner still getting utilized, which is nice. But yeah, great team here, buddy, with Justice and Noonan and Jet Greaves as your goalie. The Colorado line giving you some boosts and getting some free cards in there. well done building this team. But yeah, as for a good lineup combo, I have a video that I just dropped yesterday with lineup combos. There's an $18 million lineup combo in there for a cheaper end, if that's what you're looking for. I am Speed. Let's go, buddy. We've got a Bill Guerin sighting here, which was the free objective card, so good use there. We got a Reki, a Malkin, a Jesse Pugliarvi. Just a beautifully well-built team. This fourth line is a money saver for you, but also I think this fourth line gives a boost. I'm not 100% on that, but a well done built team here. I don't know if is this a Pittsburgh team? I think this is a Pittsburgh team. Let's go. W to the Pittsburgh team. You love to see it. And well done here, buddy. Okay, we got Zdeno Chara, Cale Makar, Sakic, Poulin, Pasternak, McDavid, all the good ones. But might I point out, we also have 95 overall Braden Point. We've got a 95 overall Braden Point. We've got a grinder on our hands, boys. My God, good job getting that Braden Point. We got Morgan Riley with Timothy Liljegren for $35 million. We got the fantasy line on the bottom for $48 million. And this is absolutely a nasty team. Nasty team we got right here. $273 million with 42 AP, and Jake Sanderson getting you a absolute ton of that AP. That's why he's so important. But my God, Braden Point. Let's go, buddy. Love to see it. I was wondering when we were going to see our first Braden Point, by the way. We've got Zdeno Chara, Cale Makar. We got Bouwmeester and Seth Jones. Sanderson with Faber. Sorokin and Net getting a 1 overall boost and 3 AP with big old bad Mike. The fantasy line combo for $48 million. McDavid with Brett Hall and Fantilli on the bottom, or on the third line, for no overall boost or anything. And then we got the salary boost of Tyler Seguin with McKinnon and Joe Sakic. I don't know if I would put Sagan on the wing and put McDavid or Sakic at center and put McDavid on the wing on the first line and then drop McKinnon down to the third line. I don't know if that's because I am worse with right-handed players, that I favor left-handed players more, but I think I would prefer Sagan, Sakic, and McDavid over McKinnon, Sagan, and Sakic. But that's just me. Unbelievable team though, top to bottom. Unbelievable team here. We got Sagan with the Francis and McKinnon Malkin line. McKinnon, Stamkos, and McDavid. Gross line there. We got the Leaf line, which you love to absolutely see. Absolutely love to see it. Gensel with Zaka and James Van Riemsdyk. We've got Gibson in net with Swayman as the backup. The Christmas Fowler and the Team of the Year line and Bouwmeester and Drew Doughty. So again, this team's gross $251 million with 41 AP. The teams are stacking up here, and I'm curious to see when the new lineup combos come out and teams start to shuffle down. When do we start to see Team of the Year or fantasy fall off? That's what I'm wondering. Are we going to see the fantasy lines fall off, or are we going to see the Team of the Year lines fall off? That'll be the one to watch. This team's called the 1994s. We got a heck of a squad here. $156 million, 15 AP. Hampus Lindholm with Seth Jones. Montour with Morgan Riley. I get it now as I look at this team. This is players born in 94. That's a fun theme team right there. That's a fun theme team. Players born in the year 1994. Let's go. That's just a guy just having some fun right here. I love to see it. Well done on this theme team. Good build. Well done. Best year? I don't know if it's the best year. I think 88's the best year. We got McKinnon with Kopitar and Robertson. Haven't seen Robertson in a hot minute. Then we got Nico Heishire. Let's go. So we know we got the Yossi, we got the backup goalie, we got the Fiala. Who's our one? Oh, Bichelle. Bichelle is a beast, by the way. This guy's like 6'8", throws bodies like nobody's business. This is a nasty card. He lays people out. He lays people out. Unbelievable. Good lineup combo too, by the way, with the Dallas and the Team of the Week for 1 overall, $6 million and 3 AP. This is a good team. Haven't seen Jason Robertson a lot. We're getting a little Eric Lindros action going against the grain instead of just getting Jake Sanderson like everyone else, scooping up the Nico Heishire, having a little fun with it. That's what you like to see. Getting a card you want to play with and enjoying it. And plus, Jonathan Toews. This is a good looking team right here. This is a good looking team right here where we get the Ignite and Matthew Schaefer with 1 overall, $218 million, 48 AP. Well done putting this squad together. Chara with Faber for the 1 overall boost. We got another Heeshire card. So Heeshire taking off, getting a little popularity now with the, not even with the team of the week, Roman Yossi. We don't even have Roman Yossi on this team. But we have the Heeshire with the Fiala. We have Nito Niederreiter's 89 Pinnacle card. And then we have a backup Switzerland goalie and JJ Moser for 10 million with Simon Nemec. So a lot more options for the Heeshire than I thought there was. So there's actually good options too. I didn't even realize Niederreiter had an 88 overall card. So that's a good build there. $214 million on this squad, 35 AP. Good team right here, utilizing a 25 AP boost out of Heeshire, which I didn't know was going to be as used as he is. But the card's great, and people are making it work. You love to see it. We got a $191 million team with 50 AP. That AP is not messing around. Sanderson being paired with Drew Doughty, Faber, and Bork. Charlie McAvoy, who we haven't seen in a while, with Edvidson for 10 million. The Dallas Team of the Week combo. You got the Jordan Stahl 99 faceoff Jordan Stahl with $10 million. The Colorado line, the Fantasy Philly captain line for 1 overall 4 AP. So it's a good use of a fantasy card if you don't have many of them. And then the McDavid and 2 XP with the Willie Nylander Leaf combo and the Stutzel XP combo for 4 AP. Getting this team up to 50 AP is a massive amount of AP. $191 million in salary is also very decent. We got the fantasy line for 48 million, the Colorado line, which is what we expect to see on most teams, just because you need the salary help. But then when you get the fantasy line, you get creative, where you get the Nikolai Ehlers with the Heeshire and the Bedard. Just a fun lineup there. And then Oilers, Leafs, and Stutzel giving that 4 AP with Sundin and Curry. 18 AP, 217 million. And the Forsling being paired with McKennis. The only thing we don't have is the AP boost because it's so hard to get 5 Carolina guys on one team and still be competitive that you almost need to get the 92 overall captains or wait for the 94 when they do come out. But this squad is really good. It's just lacking that AP that they've really handcuffed us on this season. Captain Boone Jenner getting a good lineup combo, getting him up to that 99 faceoff with JVR's Philly ODR card and the Fantasy Bolivier. Actually a quite decent second line. And then you got the obviously team of the year LA line getting you the +1 overall. You would think you would switch Byfield with Malkin so you could get that salary combo, but you actually, never mind. I'm seeing you're getting that salary combo on your 4th line with McDavid and Poulin. So this team is just top to bottom, just decked out. Mario even on the 3rd line is wild. And then we've got Brian Leach being paired with Sanderson, the Doughty Bouwmeester line, and Lane Hudson was the Zdeno Chara. Just a gross team at 238 million and 39 AP. Lindell is on the 1st line with Gallagher and Barzell. And then team of the year McDavid being paired with Nylander and Stutzel for 4 AP. Caulfield and Bergeron with Yuri Curry. So, I mean, not a team in the top 9 that I would want to deal with. And then your 4th line would just be a menace. This is a 4th line that if your 4th line gets put out there against somebody's budget 4th line that they're just trying to, save cap on, this 4th line would just dummy them. And then we got Jonathan Quick with Cam Ward for 1 overall and 6 million. You would almost be better off getting rid of this Cam Ward and putting in a 80 overall Ottawa backup goalie. Never mind, no, you wouldn't, because you got Drew Doughty with Sanderson. So you're using that LA Ottawa combo. Almost be better getting rid of this entire goalie pairing and chasing something else, because you're losing out a little bit on the Doughty combo by having Jonathan Quick, I think. Pretty sure. We're going to start out here where we got our top 6 and top 4. Looks like an objective team is what we've got here. All Pinnacle, all team of the week. This looks like a full-on objective squad to help you get stuff done. And nicely done, $150 million. Sanderson with Doughty. Again, something we're going to see a ton of. Bouwmeester with XP Jones for the +1 overall, which is a nice combo because, again, Seth Jones is free. You just got to power him up. Edvidson with Petrangelo. That one's kind of nice, giving you 10 million. Again, a free goal, a free defenseman that you can prop up and get a nice line combo on. This team has $194 million and 39 AP. So well done here building this team with the Nylander and the Stützle. And then you got Dylan Larkin in the middle for +1. McDavid and Todd with Ovechkin. Again, I would probably try to recreate this second line and move McDavid up to the first line for 4 more ability points. If you need those ability points, that is what I would do, because I'd rather 4 ability points than a 1 overall boost, in my opinion. Then we got the Colorado line, and then a $9 million boost on Tampa, Pinnacle, and Florida, getting you some good money there that you desperately need, because you're 192 million out of 194. So slowly working it, getting it better. Keep up the grind. You'll keep improving your team slowly. But I would move McDavid to your first line and then try to figure out a second line that helps out salary and gets a little better. We've got Bergeron and McDavid with Ehlers, getting you a $10 million boost. Brett Hall with Bedard and Dylan Larkin is a nice line there. No boost, unfortunately, but it's a nice line. You're under cap. When you start running into cap trouble, that's probably going to be the line that changes up a little bit. But we got the Colorado line, which is a good one. And then we got 10 million when you pair Nylander, Crosby, and Mitch Marner together. Montembeault finding his way in your net. Cam Fowler being there with the lower end Paul Coffey that's still nasty. Morgan Riley's fantasy card. You love to see it. And Jay Bomeister with Brock Faber. So again, great job. Just missing line combos here. Salary wise or AP wise, because it's so impactful to get those on your team. Because if you could get a salary, you could boost up Montembeault, or if you get AP, you could activate stuff on people you're just missing out on. So I'd probably put more of a focus on that if you have the ability to. Granato in the lineup with Suzuki and McDavid, and then we have Kirill Kaprizov with Stützle and Nylander. We have Helming, which I'm assuming was your World Junior B&D card, with Ehlers and Crosby. So we got a couple of good free cards here that we used. One from grinding, but not a bad team slapping it together. The Ottinger Spencer Knight combo is nice, getting you some money and an overall boost. $172 million, 15 AP. I would probably try to rearrange this top pairing a little bit if you can, if you even want to. You might like Stützle, you might like Suzuki, and you might not want to change anything. But I would do like a Nylander, slide over McDavid, and try to get another XP player. That way you or another Leaf if you have a Leaf. That way you can get a little more AP, because 15 just leaves you a little short. If you can get that 4 more AP, that might go a long way on your squad. Unless you just like this top 6. If you like this top 6 the way it's built, just leave it and run it. Just always play with the players you enjoy. Alrighty, boys. It looks like we are at the end, and we're gonna finish up with a $214 million squad with 18 AP. Paul Coffey with Brock Faber, Cale Makar with Quinn Hughes, Christmas Cam Fowler being paired with Travis Zanheim for 1 overall boost, and Spencer Knight in net for 7 million with a team of the week card. We got the Colorado card going, and then we got that 4 AP line I was just talking about, where if you get an Edmonton Oiler player, an XP player, and a Leaf, you get 4 AP. Very helpful, especially if you don't have a captain for 25 AP. That really helps your team out a lot. Getting 2 more of those blue X Factor abilities, 2 more quick releases really goes a long way, or 2 truculences if that's what you use. But we got the $48 million from the fantasy, and the Sean Monahan with McDavid and Ovechkin for 1 overall. Another well-built team. Oh, we got a late entry. Just 1 minute. We got a late entry. We've got Heeshire with Cole Perfetti and Nikolai Ehlers. Then we got the Colorado line with the Fiala. We got Jordan Kyrou with Brett Hall, and for Hagee for 10 million. Alex Lafreniere. I remember when Alex Lafreniere was going to be a guaranteed 99. Everyone thought he was going to be a 99, including myself. And then here we are now. Everybody's wondering if he's even going to be usable coming into the end of the year, or if that was just a bust of a fantasy card. And then we've got John Gibson in net with Aiden Hill for 10 million. That's a nice line combo. Heeshire being paired with the Kurashev, the Moser, and the Yannick Rathgip, giving you with the Fiala the 5 Swiss players you needed to get the 25 AP for $202 million and 42 AP. Well done on this squad. And I do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to put these teams in the Discord. It really does mean a lot. It lets us make these videos. It lets us show off different lineup combos that maybe people didn't see, that when they go back and watch these videos, they see lineup combos that they can actually make from their collection, or they just see different lineup combos that they didn't see, or just great flexes in general, like the $26 million goalie combo we seen up in the video earlier. But thank you guys for doing it. I really do appreciate it. And I can't wait to catch the next one next week. Love you guys. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.